What is going on, superstars and divas? It is your favorite fellow diva, K Sparks, here to give you your SmackDown results. Now, SmackDown was kicked off by Miz TV. The Miz, he tried to introduce each of the semifinalists, but it was just not his night tonight because each of the semifinalists basically introduced himself. First, it was Kevin Owens. He comes down to the ring claiming that the Miz TV is now the Kevin Owens show. Then he is cut off by Alberto Del Rio and Zeb Coulter. They are cut off by Dean Ambrose. And then Miz tried to introduce Roman, but Roman's music hits and cuts him off too. And when Roman finally comes down to the ring and he starts talking about the championship, he's cut off by R-Truth. R-Truth, he comes down to the ring and he starts cutting a promo about winning the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And all the semifinalists, including The Miz, are very confused. And Miz finally tells him, like, Truth, the tournament has been happening for 2 weeks and you have never been in it. So Truth finally remembers that he's not in the tournament, not even in the semifinals. And he apologizes to the superstars. He wishes Roman good luck. He wishes Dean good luck. But he says he's not wishing Kevin Owens or Alberto Del Rio good luck. And he leaves the ring. So that was a very, very hilarious moment there. And after R-Truth leaves, Miz, he just goes on a rampage about being disrespected and how he had things planned to do things a certain way. And finally, Roman tries to calm him down. He's like, Miz, you know, this is your show. You're the director. Direct. And Roman says, like, like, he tries to tell him to do what a director does. And he couldn't find the words, so he tried to get some hints from the audience. The audience says action, and he says, say action. And Miz is like, that's not how they say it in Hollywood. This is how they say it. And when he says, and action, he is punched in the face, knocked out by Dean Ambrose. Alberto Del Rio and Kevin Owens, they flee the ring. And seems Roman and Dean are the ones that get the momentum here, since they have a tag team match between Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose and Alberto Del Rio and Kevin Owens. So that's going to be a very, very interesting main event. And the first match of the night, it is actually between The Miz and Cesaro. Miz, he was very upset about getting knocked down by Dean, and he tried to get the referee to cancel the match, but that was not happening. And the referee, he rings the bell, and about like a minute or so into the match, Cesaro puts Miz in the crossface submission hold. Miz immediately taps out. And Cesaro, he celebrates. He goes up the ramp, continues celebrating. He is cut off by Stardust. And Stardust has the Ascension and everything coming down to the ring because their match is next. And Cesaro, he is not intimidated by Stardust or the Ascension whatsoever. He actually starts mocking them when he goes up the ramp. So I think Cesaro is the one that gets more momentum than anything. Next match, it was between Neville and the Dudley Boys versus the Ascension and Stardust. And at the end of the match, the Dudley Boys win via pinfall when they connect with the 3D after Victor was kicked in the head by Neville. Next, we have Tyler Breeze. He is going against Zack Ryder. Tyler Breeze, before the match, he starts going, cutting a promo and talking about Dolph Ziggler. And before the match when the match officially starts, you hear Dolph Ziggler's music comes on. And Dolph Ziggler comes down to the ring. He actually gets in Tyler Breeze's VIP section. And that was a big distraction there for Tyler Breeze. But at the end of the match, Tyler Breeze won with, I think it's his own version of Christian's kill switch. And he was able to get the 1, 2, 3 victory. And at the end of the match, Dolph Ziggler, he attacks Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze tries to get out of dodge, but Dolph Ziggler catches him and gives him a super kick right to the face. So that gives Dolph Ziggler the momentum. Next, we had a segment by Bray Wyatt. He was accompanied by the Undertaker's Druids, which are now Bray Wyatt's Druids, and they guard the stage in case the Undertaker and Kane want to make an appearance. And Bray Wyatt, he cuts a promo on the Brothers of Destruction, trying to tell the audience along with the brothers who they will be facing, and it turns out that Bray Wyatt will be facing not Bray Wyatt. The Undertaker and Kane will be facing Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman. And I pretty much had a feeling that's who they were going to choose. So that's what the tag team's going to be between on Sunday. And after Braun Strowman cuts his little promo announcing he will be Bray Wyatt's partner, they are cut off by the Undertaker and Kane. And in the video, you see that the Undertaker, he's not intimidated by Bray Wyatt or his family, or the fact that Bray Wyatt now has his druids. And in the video, you also see Kane holding a burning sheep mask. So if that's showing they're not intimidated, I don't know what is. And Kane announces in the video that in the end, they will all fall down. And when they go off the screen, you see all of the druids laid out on the floor. Bray Wyatt, you can see him laughing, and I don't know, that may be his tactic to get inside his opponent's heads, to act like he's not bothered by what they're doing, or he finds it amusing. I don't know. Bray Wyatt's just being Bray Wyatt. Next we had a Divas match. It is between Charlotte and Brie Bella. It was a non-title match, of course, because Charlotte has her match against Paige this Sunday for the Divas Championship. And Charlotte wins via submission when she connects with her figure 8. And after this match, you saw Renee Young. She interviewed Paige backstage. And it also promoted the main event between Alberto Del Rio and Kevin Owens, along with Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns. The next match we had, it was between Big E versus Kalisto. Big E won with 2 splashes, and also a distraction from the other New Day members. So that's how they were able to pick up the victory. After the match, they started to jump on Kalisto, 3-on-1 assault, but Ryback comes down to ring and makes the save. So thank you to the big guy. We also had a backstage segment is between Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, and they were showing we're still going to be brothers. We're always going to be brothers, but this Sunday, if it comes down to it, we got to fight. We got to do what each of us have to do. So it's good to know that they are going to have some good sportsmanship this Sunday. And Roman, he's also excited for it. He's also excited that if he gets to face Dean Ambrose, he'll be ready and he'll be happy to do it. And also, I'm one of those people that's excited to see this match. I am predicting that they will face off. So I'm excited to see if that prediction will actually come true. And finally, we have the main event between Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns versus Alberto Del Rio and Kevin Owens. Each of the teams, they were able to get their momentum in, and at the end of the match, a lot of people tried to say that that Dean and Roman won by disqualification, but I think it was actually by a countout, and it was a draw, since both Alberto Del Rio and Roman Reigns were out of the match, out of the ring by the count of 10. A lot of people say it was by disqualification because Alberto Del Rio threw Roman into the steps. After the match, there was a big brawl between the four. But at the end of it, Dean Ambrose was actually able to connect with the Dirty Deeds. And Roman was able to connect with his spear, allowing them to get the momentum heading in to Sunday to the pay-per-view. So, like I said, I am excited for this Sunday. I hope Roman and Dean are the two that will be facing off. I want it to be Hound versus Hound, brother versus brother, friend versus friend. It's going to be an awesome pay-per-view, trust me. And this weekend, I will also be posting up my predictions video for all the matches that's going to be happening this weekend. And at the end of the show, I give it a 10 out of 10. There were some Divas matches. There were some pretty good matches leading up into Survivor Series, so I'm excited for it. I know you guys are excited for it. So that's pretty much what happened on SmackDown. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below, and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and until next time, everyone, I'm Kay Sparks. See ya!